This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.
Dave _retro wants to know, I want a poor man's LFA. Would an S85 V10 fit in an SC300?
So the S85 V10 is the BMW E60 M5.
Yes.
So that's the V10 that B is for build put in a 240Z.
Right. So I wouldn't do that because you would want a car that runs.
It'll run, not very long, but a poor man's LFA.
That's a decent question.
That is a decent question. So a poor man's LFA would be probably that. I mean, you can't get a high revving V10 anywhere else unless you get like a Lambo engine. But actually, no, you can get a Audi RS6 engine.
Yeah.
So that is the 5.2 FSI, and that is essentially the same thing as what you have in the Audi R8 and the Lamborghini Gallardo. There's some differences, and it makes a little less power, but you can actually get a decent amount of power if you tune it up.
Okay, but then what car would you stick it in? I don't know if the SC300 is a good choice.
The SC is not a bad choice, but it's a little too heavy.
It's heavy, yeah.
And it doesn't really look all like it. It hasn't aged particularly well. It's a good.
I feel like it's aged better than the LFA will.
Yeah, I feel it's better than the LFA has already. But I think that the maybe if it's a budget, then I mean the LFA is like a $500,000 car. So anything.
Well, when it was new.
No, now.
Well, also when it was new, it was like 440,000.
I thought it was 350 or something.
I think it was.
I saw a Nürburgring edition go for like $600,000.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
That's a really really good question. I'm trying to think of I mean, Chris already from BS for Build already did the Datsun 240. I mean, that's kind of an ideal chassis because it's so light.
But I don't think you need to add lightness. I think you have to have some support. With Chris's build, I think that it was more about just shoehorning the engine in, and you don't really care about passenger comfort and stuff. So I think with a Lexus, what you could do, I mean, if it's possible, the
LC500.
Yeah, but that's really heavy. If it's just a sports car, BRZ.
Too small. Way too small for a V10 under that hood. Way too small.
Or what about like a Hyundai Genesis coupe, something like that? Because those are actually pretty big.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's decent.
And you can get like good like handling mods. But then you have a Hyundai with a V10 in it, which is some
Whatever.
people that would be
actually
cool.
The new Camaro.
Yeah, the Camaro would be
Really
nice.
long hood.
Not the new one.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, not the
Yeah,
new,
yeah.
that one's hideous.
The new old one. Yeah, the previous one.
Which is actually a decent looking car.
Yeah, it's not.
We're
it's not
totally
bad.
honest.
So, I
Mustang?
mean, Corvette. Corvettes you can get for cheap, but again, this is all shoehorning. Shoehorning that
this
stuff.
Is all figurative.
This is Forza. We're doing Forza dream builds right now. Okay.
I'm trying to think of other cars that have like really long hoods, big engine bays.
Maserati Gran Turismo. You can find those for like $20,000.
Yeah.
You can. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of those. The Lexus SE would not be horrible. So one of my ideas to do just a crazy project would be the M120 V12 from a Mercedes, and then have like some headers made so it sounds like a Pagani Zonda, and then put that in a Lexus SC because
that
those
would
are
be pretty cool.
Yeah, and that could be legitimately done. There's a lot of elbow grease, but you can do that cheaply, like relatively cheaply, and it'll sound good. It won't be the fastest thing in the world, but it'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just any of those cars, I think.